Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, what I like to do is to create videos that I would have found helpful when I first got out looking for treasure. Today what we're going to do is we're going to open up an eBay box. So let me go ahead and we'll deploy the large scissors here. I'm going to do it a little bit off screen because I prefer not to have addresses on eBay. Excuse me, on eBay. It's been a very long day. I prefer not to have addresses on YouTube videos. It just seems like a prudent idea. Call me crazy. Oh man, this thing is very well buttoned up, isn't it? Should be good. Thank you for your order. No, I hadn't bought anything on eBay in a bit, but then I just ended up winning a bunch of stuff, so I'm not certain exactly what's in here. Odds are it's pins. So we'll see why I purchased this one. And not sure which one this is, so I don't know how much I paid for it. I haven't been spending very much on any of these for the most part. But I will include in the description how much I actually spent on this eBay lot. All right. Oh, no DUI. Let's see here. Can we open this up? Are we capable? Yes. Yes, we are. There we go. Good packaging job for sure. So the magnet is always your friend when you're sorting something like this because you can very quickly just go, yep, that's steel, so at best that's gold plate. Not seeing anything here that looks like it's actually going to be gold. Yeah, this is not looking very goldy to me. Nope, see. All right. I don't see anything in this pile. DUI. Cheap little cross. Enamel. Not sure what that means, but it's not a precious metal. You can see it's just plated. All right, we'll set those aside. Go on to the next one. Try to figure out why I bought this lot. Visa. Which games is that? 2006. Support the journey. Looks like just plate. This is probably going to be, yeah. Nothing. That's like, Nothing. Number 1. 2 years of service for Circle K. Monday Night Football widow. And this one is, what is this? We the people. Oh, it's the Constitution. Not made out of gold, sadly. Oh, that's a nice little banjo. All right, let's continue through here, shall we? That's definitely not going to be gold. Little dog. Dog might be kind of old. What else we got here? Now, nope. Looks like there's some men's jewelry in here. I'm guessing what I wanted to see in this lot was some of this men's jewelry. With the pictures, sometimes, oh, this is looking a little more promising. With pictures, sometimes it's hard to tell if something's gold or gold fill, maybe. But a big lot like this with lots of stuff in it, it's always a little Christmas-like, which I certainly enjoy. All right, so we can very quickly go, you know, just looking at the back of these things. Nope, 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 nope. So we'll just have a quick look and see if there's anything interesting. Cops and Lobsters, 2002. All right, set that aside. Golf. No, that sort of rough look. That's classic gold plate right there. Now, this one doesn't look promising because of how the pin is glued on, but it's kind of interesting. Huh. Bet you it's going to end up being magnetic. Yeah, it's magnetic. What's that, buddy? Just a second. My 3-year-old has needs. You want me to open this up, bud? There we go. All right. Off you go. Kiwanis International. Sometimes these are gold. This one is not. I have found a number of these that are gold, though, which is cool. Most of them I don't think are. Most of them like that are brass, but we'll set that one aside. See what we got. Golf, Rudolph. Okay, let's get into some of this men's jewelry, shall we? We'll see if we got lucky with this lot. I'm starting to remember, I think this was one that I didn't feel like there was gonna be solid gold in it, but I think I won it cheap enough that if there was gold fill, I'd be a happy camper. And I expected that some of it would be gold fill. So here we're into, you know, tieclip. Looks like mother of pearl. That's got a little bit of age to it, but it's clearly brass. But that goes into a cooler stuff pile, I think. Wow. That goes into, maybe that was cool at one time, but it's got issues now. Interesting. Guessing this is going to be, yeah. Kind of a nice one, though. We'll put it into the cooler stuff pile. That one does not. That looks good. I'm guessing gold fill. Yeah. Gold fill, probably. Yeah, a piece like that can actually have a surprising amount of gold in it. Now, since it's not telling us how much, we don't really know how much. But you can see it looks really dang good because it is, what you're looking at there on the surface is karat gold. So that's, if I didn't pay much for this this auction, that's a pretty good little piece. I wonder, is that, what do you think? Is that a tie clip or a money clip? If that's a money clip, that's really cool. All right, that goes in the much better stuff. Oh, and there's a whole bunch here, so that's probably why I bought this auction. Not so much the pins as the, oh yeah. Yeah, sometimes I'll buy these because I just need to see what's in them. And if they're cheap enough, I figure I'll get the value out of gold fill for the lot. And then there's always the hope that, you know, you get something really, really good, like in here maybe. We'll see. Okay. Oh, come on, you. Yeah. Gotta be small. Oh, this is probably what I wanted to look at right there. Yeah, that's what I wanted to look at. So this is really nice looking. And what I like about it is this is all hand engraved. It's a very nice job. That's not stamped. So that's a really nice looking piece. Now, I don't know that it's plated. It's probably plated. Generally, if something like this were solid gold, it would probably tell you. I don't see any markings on it. But dang, that looks good. It's got a little weight to it. Well, we'll test it. It might be a piece that somebody engraved and then they plated. Although usually when that happens, these are a little more filled in. So, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. It's nice though. Boy, that is nice. Okay, we'll set that one aside. We'll test that one. We'll have a look at what else we got here. That's pretty cool. Hadley. It's like a chain. That's a little big for a tie clip. Maybe that's a money clip. I bet that's magnetic. Oh, you know what? I got excited. Oh, it's not magnetic. Okay, now I'm even more excited. All right. And this piece isn't magnetic. I don't know what to make of that though. It's interesting. We'll put that in our cool stuff pile. All right, what do we got right here? Now, what'll happen with these sometimes is this will be like gold fill or even gold plate. But then the little dongle bit here will actually be made out of gold. And oftentimes they're marked when they are. This one doesn't have a very gold appearance to it. Although it might be gold faced. I don't know. We'll test it. Sometimes this surface on occasion will actually end up being gold. I don't know. We'll test it. We'll test it on the back and on the face, and we'll see if maybe it's like a clad piece. What does this say up at the top here? Plated back, plated chain. Huh. All right. We'll go ahead and bust out the test acid for that one, though. This one doesn't feel right for... Yeah. Doesn't react to the magnet. I think it's just plate, though. It looks like there's plate coming through. But it's nicer. We'll put it into the nicer pile. Let's grab this here real quick. See if there's anything in the pins. But I'm thinking the reason I bought this auction was for that really good-looking tie clip. Because I just needed to look at it. And I needed to know. All right, so you can quickly... We saw those earlier. We know those aren't any good. Montana! We've already tested one of those. But I'm going to tell you something. We tested one of these, but it was a different color. And if it's a service pin, you know, you will sometimes end up with the same design just for more years executed in gold. I don't think that's going to be the case. This construction seems to be exactly the same. But don't dismiss a piece just because you've dismissed a piece that looks similar to it, especially with service pins. Little golf club. Yeah, that's just plate. United Way. Yeah. That's just plate. Impeach. No need to get political pins. What does this say in the back? Made in USA. All right, what's this last one in here? Ooh, service pin. Kerr. Probably gold fill, most of these are, but it's always worth checking. So there is our mark. Yeah, 1/10. So that is gold fill, which is fine. Most of these service pins are, although a pretty dang goodly amount of them are, in fact, solid, usually 10 karat. Come on, Crow Dragon Pirate. You can be smarter than the bag, can't you? You know what? We're going to deploy scissors. Just because I feel like I'm running out of time for this video. And we're going to open up this one too. And we're going to do it with big old scissors, because they're so perfect for this job. All right. Let's look at the rest of these. That one is definitely... Now, this one, you see how we've got... It's hitting right in here? That's definitely the spring. The question you always want to ask, though, is this also? And that definitely is. Because sometimes you can end up with something that has a really strong spring that's strongly magnetic, or ferrous, and then this piece could actually end up being gold. So don't use the magnet as anything other than a shortcut to determining what you want to look closer at, and keep in mind that construction of these might tell you something. Like in this case, you can see here, we know that one's just nothing because the end there is magnetic. Here we have something the same, although I like the look of this one. Pretty cool design. So we'll set that in our cool stuff pile. Oh, there's two of those. I think they're magnetic, or the magnet reacts to them. That one, we'll put it in the cool stuff pile. This one looks a little older, but it just looks plated or brass. I don't see anything indicating that this one would end up being gold. But it's older, it's nice. Put it over there. Oh, this one reacted. That's kind of interesting. I don't know what that's for. Does it have any markings? Interesting, the textured part is on the inside, on the back, or on one end. On the other end, it's... We'll go ahead and test that. I don't think it's going to be gold because it doesn't seem like something you'd make out of gold. And it doesn't have the heft. But we'll add it to our test pile here. And then last but not least, oh, interesting. Not sure why it has that one hole in there. Why has it got some black down in there? Weird. I don't know about that one. We'll add it to our test pile. Okay. We will get set up for testing. Okay, so put the test acid on there. Came out a little faster than I prefer. The bottom is 10 karat, the top is 14 karat. So this thing is not gold. This thing It's not 14, but it might be 10. We'll retest that in a second. This thing did not scratch right, so I just didn't force it. This over here, in case you're wondering, is what happens when you put titanium on one of these stones. And this is the back, and this is the front. Bottom is 10K, the top is 14K. So that is also not gold. So this thing, whatever the heck it is, might be gold. Let's go ahead and clean this up, and then we will retest. Cleaned up. Since I don't really trust this thing too much, I'm going to give it a real good scraparoo. Let's see, where should we do that? The side is probably the side you display whatever it is you display on this thing. I think we'll just do this. I want to give it a real good This is the one that looks the best in terms of the gold that is deposited on the stone, and feels the best in terms of how it scrapes. Now, question is, did we scrape down into anything else? And no, we did not. Man, this thing might end up being gold. Wouldn't that be a trip? I'm not seeing any indication. All right, I'm going to apply on this side the 10 karat again. And then I'll let it sit for a minute before I start up the camera again. All right, we're starting it. It looks like it's going away. Does it? Yeah. Not all of it, though. Well, so here's the deal with this video. I don't right now know what the heck is going on with this piece, but I am not going to put this video online until I've had a visit to the XRF machine. So for me, I have to wait. You folks can just hold on tight for a few more minutes, not a few more minutes, a few more seconds, and you will know what the XRF says this little piece of metal is. And we're back. Disregard this. It's for another video. This was what you wanted to know about. So we went down and we went to the pawn shop. And they threw this on and we checked it a few different spots. It is, in fact, just shy of 10 karat. She said it was, they would mark it as 10 karat. It was just under the line. So like about 40% gold. Now, she said the interesting thing was the rest of it was copper. So it's just gold and copper. There's no silver involved in this thing at all, which I thought was different, to be sure. Now, I don't know what it's for. I would guess it's a tieclip, but like, I don't, it seems weird. I don't know, but let's double check. I think she weighed it, but we'll double check it on my scale. Actually, it's a good thing to see if my scale actually is working. Yep, 4.97, but 5 grams, this guy, of 10 karat, or 40% gold, basically. But yeah, so that's pretty good, especially considering this auction. I checked it. It was just over $15 after the shipping that I paid for this auction. So I cannot complain at all. And I'll leave you with this. The reason that I have become so keen on buying auctions that have like a lot of stuff in them is because I tend to find that when there's things that are very interesting to me in that auction, and there's enough stuff in there, that gives me a better chance of getting lucky. And in this case, this was one of the 2 pieces that I thought might be gold. The other one I thought was more likely to be gold, but this one, just from the look of it in the pictures, I thought could potentially be backup gold, if you will. But I didn't quite expect it to be as odd as it is, and I'm still not entirely sure. I mean, maybe it goes, this hooks into your shirt, and then this hooks into your shirt, and then this hooks onto the tie. But no, that you'd want this part. This would be the tie part. But then it seems a little odd that that would be, you know what, YouTube folks, you folks know so much more than I do. If you could tell me in the comments what this one is, I would appreciate it. I hope you can use the information from this video to go out and find yourself some treasure.
Like this, I've been comment.